My name is Iyang, and we're celebrating our fathers today, right? We know we've had a couple of days in the year that are usually given to our precious, precious and beautiful mothers. But today we're just taking time out to, celebrate the protectors, the providers, the strong men, the ones that cover the house, that take care of everybody. One of the strong men I have in the house today, I call him Dadiwa. He's Leke. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. Thanks,
It's nice
Ian.
to have you. It's nice to have
The
you.
way you mentioned Dadiwa, they'll think I'm like Father Abraham that has
a lot of children.
a lot
You
of
start
children.
from somewhere
But
now.
I just have one beautiful daughter.
How many kids do you have?
Two.
Two. What are their names?
Kore and Temi,
Korean team.
very Nigerian children, and their girls 9 and 6.
Wow.
I have 3 beautiful daughters, 9, 6, and 3.
I can imagine being in your shoes now. And
So
that's,
the advice everybody gave me was I should either get a dog or I get a gun.
I think that's a very good one. I want to know how you felt when you initially found out that you're going to be a dad. So I'm guessing you said your first kid is 9 years old.
Yeah.
So 9 years ago or 10 years ago, when you found out, oh, I'm going to be having my first child, what were the feelings that you went through?
So my first thought was, please, what's going on? Okay, so what happens now? I mean, I tell you, pregnancy and childbearing is a journey. It's a journey. It's a hard journey, I must be honest.
You carry the pregnancy with her. You are trying to look out for her. Try to look out
For the
her,
child.
For the child, right? Are you okay? Sit like this. Do this. I didn't miss any antenatal. I went to everything, like every process, everything I was involved,
there.
and I tried as much as possible to be the best husband,
That you
the
could.
best support system that I could be.
You have to be more caring for 2 people now, for the mother and for the child. And I say that a lot of fathers out there, this is the time, or that is the time when you need to show love, even more love to your wife, because pregnancy it changes every woman's life.
Right, so because it's Father's Day, right, and I know we're going to be talking a lot more about you being a father, but I want us to take it back a few steps and see how your experience was with your father or a father figure that you had in your life. So how would you describe the kind of relationship that you had with your father or the father figure in your life?
My father was someone who I could learn from, someone who I could easily talk to, somebody who was relatable,
And looking back at my dad, he had a principle of freedom, liberty. Do what you need to do, but understand the consequences before you start. So I think growing up for me, the rules were always there. If you want to duck school, this is what will happen to you. If you want to go out and party all night, this is what may happen to you. So you choose. So if I get into trouble, I already knew the consequences. So it was just easy to decide how to live.
Yeah. I think I kind of like that.
Yeah,
in a
and
way.
it's the same thing I do for my kids too.
Yeah, because that was going to be my next question. How that experience has influenced you being a father right now?
As a father of girls, you suddenly become very soft, very mushy. You need to be a bit more circumspect in the way in the conversations you have with them. I mean, I find my wife a lot of times telling me they're just trying to play with you, just be patient. And to me, I'm like, what's going on here? Let's move on. But, over time, you then learn that you have to be patient.
So what would you say are some of your favorite things to do with them? Favorite activities?
Oh, cook.
I love
Cook. And then the last one was this weekend. I have my car scheduled for a new paint coat, so we graffitied the car. I bought paint. So we just took out the paint spray and we just started designing.
We play a lot, like on the bed. She sings her song and I sing along. And I tell her, okay, say this, say that. And when it's time for her to pray, it's time to pray. She put her hands like this. Close your eyes.
Yeah,
We do homework together. We play games together.
What type of games?
So there's this toy they have, like supermarket, daddy, come and buy something from my supermarket, so what are you selling, stuff like that. Then, I mean, the kitchen set where, I made jollof rice. Okay, so, I mean, it then becomes a conversation like, okay, so what did you make? I made jollof rice with okra. In my head, I'm like, how does that work? But, and then, I mean, then you have, the toys, you're sampling, you're pretending to be sampling something. This tastes very nice. What did you put in it? I put agbalumo, I put mango. I mean, you hear all sorts of things.
Would you say that being a father has changed you as a person?
Oh, yes.
How so?
I never used to be very patient. I can't say I've overcome it, but I can't say that I was a very patient person. I'm like, okay, what do we have to do? This is what we need. Let's do it. Move on. Move on. But you can't do that with children.
Learn how to be patient, more patient, and be observant, right? Because normally I'm just, let me just live my life.
Yeah. Now you're responsible for two other people, so you have to think about them.
I can't buy my sneakers anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like I'm learning so much as you're going by, and it's honestly very nice to see.
Yeah.
So my last question for you today is going to be that what advice would you give to someone who's like myself, who's looking to become a father? What would you say? Oh, these are the things you need to change about your life. These are the things you need to do. What would you tell people in our shoes?
For people who are aspiring to be fathers soon, or who are going to be fathers soon, is I'll tell them to enjoy every process of it, right? Have an open mind.
And if you understand the end result of what things will be like when you're in your 60s and then you're in your 80s and you're sitting down and your children are just there, they show up with their families, good cars, good, and you just sit down there and you're like, yeah, I did it.
Thank you so much, Daddy. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you taking time.
I look forward to seeing you
very soon, right? Don't worry. Working on it. Big J, you want to throw a shout out to Amani?
Shout out to Amani Star. Dada loves you.
Zoe, Zanetta, Samantha, Daddy loves you like no other.
Shout out to Temilolua and Olua Korede. And also shout out to all the dads. Happy Father's Day.